Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. It's the dog. If this is your first time at Swoop Reactions, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Make sure you share if you care. I'm gonna do a lot less editing in this particular video because I'm gonna do just a flat reaction. I did a reaction to this video, but you know the file got corrupted while I was doing so we're not gonna try to recover that. Even though I said a lot of really things that I agree with wholeheartedly. But we're gonna go into it again. Don't worry about nothing. But this is gonna be the first time I react to anything from this particular YouTubers. As far as their content goes. Now, this is coming from IFG or former IFG dropout Popeye, formerly of IFGB, don't forget the B, but from IFGB Blood, did a video on his YouTube channel called Prolific TV. Damn, whoever's behind me got the exams. But yeah, he claims in Old Folsom he did a homie dirty. But, he claims that he did do the homie dirty. But, if you listen to his video, he absolutely did the homie dirty. And I'm going to explain why. Since the homie, isn't verified, isn't spoke upon as far as who he is, who he's talking about. He just says, oh, this is just some Mob PIRU member, whoop-de-whoop. And he's saying that he politicked on this homie and he did the homie how he did them, and then he tried to justify it. And I'm going to give some pushback to Popeye's claims because that's what I like to do. I like to hear your grievances, investigate it, and then, come back with my own determinations on, if your grievance was valid or not. If your problem was valid, especially if it comes to a homie, and you come out to us, especially to the public. You're not even coming to your homies and making this, situation be known so that you could be cleared of your wrongdoings. You came out to the general public, coming out to these, neutrons and non-affiliates. You looking for what from them? I guess you're looking for them to validate your bullshit. That's not how that should work. Like, you shouldn't be speaking upon what you did to the homie. Especially in prison, bro. Prison's like Vegas. What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. What happens in prison should stay in prison. But you niggas want clout off of the activities that you witnessed or that you were involved in or others were involved in. So y'all get online and spill your guts and admit to crimes and all kinds of stuff. So this is what Popeye decided to do the other day on his channel. So we're going to go into it and we're going to watch it and react to it. It's the dog. Let's react to this video. IFG versus Mob PIRU in Old Folsom State Prison. Almost caught life sentence. Let's take a look and let's react to it. All right, we got a little goofy
This is our brand new dual lens dashboard.
For the less, he was a little homie.
All right, we're going to start at the beginning. But, as you can see, this is him, I believe, or CYA Paso. I don't know if this is him or not, but let's just keep on going. So we know for a fact, Popeye from IFG, but he's a big, strong meathead. The elevator don't go all the way at top. He's not the smartest, not their brightest tool and shit. Let's say that. His light bulbs aren't they ain't all the way on. Flickering a little bit. Sometimes they on, sometimes they off. Total crash out, total meathead. All he's there for is pushing them to and punching them shit. That's his main focus and main things in life. Being told what to do. Whatever, Ivan drives Joe. Virtual nobody.
Top of the morning. All right, check it out.
All right, top of the morning. That's some more prison shit. So, so we got a nigga who's not in prison right now. He's not like, B Brazy and them niggas who are, with their contraband phone, sitting there, popping it online about what the fuck they think and what the fuck they got to say. I'm like, nigga, I don't want to hear about what the fuck you got to say doing life in prison, bro. I don't give a fuck. Like, your politics are not supposed to be the politics discussed online, outside. You're not a part of our body politics anymore. You're part of the politics of the criminals in prison, bro. You are underneath criminal politics that ain't got nothing to do with our non-criminal or non-gangster asses. Okay, so the different lanes, I believe they also claim to be gangster bloods. I'm not sure, but you got some gangster blood politics, and then you got the neighborhood blood politics. These are similar, but they're not the same. Okay, like we don't engage in criminal activity. That is not the basis of our gang. That is not why we started gang banging. That's not why we joined. Most homies are not in, this particular life to commit crime. Mainly, our gangs are for protection. Protection from ourselves, from rivals entering in our community, or protection while you are in prison. Okay? While you are in the prison. So getting connected and being affiliated in prison should get you protection from everybody, including your own homies. Okay? As long as you are following the guidelines set to you by your homies, you should have a sense of protection. You should. However, that is not always the case, and because of that, that's why you have court. We hold court just like the pigs hold court. You have to be able to, go over your issue, have your issue reviewed, investigated, and, politicked on in order for, outcome, a fair outcome to come out, between you and a dispute with another homie. So, if that has not been done, blood, there's, it gets tricky when you made a move on a homie and you didn't go over the proper procedures and protocols, and especially when you're in a institution like prison, where your decision doesn't just impact you, it impacts the entire yard and impacts the entire prison. So let's go ahead and take a look and listen.
So welcome back to my YouTube channel, Prolific TV. Like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I got the hottest, latest, juiciest stories on the internet right now. All right, so check it out.
Hang on. So, all right, so Popeye is obsessed with having the hottest, juicy stories on the internet. I don't know how he has the hottest and juiciest stories on the internet, because look here, you're not the first nigga to get on YouTube to gossip about his prison life and what he witnessed in prison. And look here, YouTube's been out for a long, long time at this point. So there's been a lot of niggas like you who said all kind of gruesome, disgusting, perverted, stupid stuff, that, just people just couldn't believe. But, I don't know why you would get online to chase that clout, especially when you got a 9 to 5 and all this other shit. Like, you get paid. I don't ever think you're getting paid from YouTube. I don't think you made a red fucking cent from YouTube. So it's like, why is you getting online to divulge all this criminal information about you, about your time as a gangsta blood in the Penta? Makes no sense. But let's go ahead and take a look.
This is a story about me squabbing with one of the homies from Mob PIRU up in Old Folsom that almost cost me the rest of my life in prison. All right, so check it out. I got a little homie that's a cellmate.
Hang on. So he said it almost cost him his life. Look here, almost don't count. Look here, it would either cost you a life or it won't cost you a life. Now, I don't think you're cleared of anything as of yet. I already heard the story, but look here, your life still might be in jeopardy for what you did to the homie. Don't think your life is not in jeopardy. Don't think there's a limitation on bullshit and fuckery that you've done in this gang life. Y'all remember what happened to fucking C-Mac? C-Mac got DP for some shit he put online, who knows how many years ago, bro. A lot of years ago. He put out some shit, some dumb shit that he put out on the internet. It got viral. People went back and looked at it. His homies DP'd his ass over it. And those are way less egregious than what you actually are admitting and doing in this video. So let's hear it.
His name is Taco. I know he not Lil Taco, but I forgot which Taco he was.
All right, one more time. So he's talking about a little homie of his, a little homie from his set. So that's what we're going over. A little homie that he was cellies with from his hood. Let's hear it.
Dude looked like a barnyard dog. He was rough, real rough looking. He had an IFGB tat on his face. Crazy, crazy looking dude, man. Looked like he was something from outer space. But nevertheless, he was a little homie. I embraced him, took him in as a cellmate. First thing I told him, don't wiggle around. They notorious up here for taking TVs that are floaters. For y'all that don't know, a TV that's a floater is a TV that's either handed down to you by the homies, which is, if you a Crip, the Crip's gonna give you a TV because you know you a Crip, you ain't got one, and the homies trying to help you out, or you a Damu. You a Damu that, you know, is respected, and the homies, they left you a TV. So, or you bought a TV off the tier that wasn't bought from the package Walking Hearst or what's the other, Union Supply or Access. All right. So nevertheless, I got a floater TV that the homies bought for me when I first hit the yard.
All right. Let's go over that statement. So you claimed that this TV is a floater TV. And first you said it was a floater TV is a TV that was passed around through the system, and you know the homies just pass it on to the next homie and blah blah blah. Okay? And then you said that the homie specifically bought you this TV. So you said both of these probably in the same breath. But these are two contradictive statements. Okay? If the homies bought it for you specifically, it would be in your name. But if you just got something that a homie gave to you, okay? The homie gave it to you. Probably wasn't even his damn name. But he just gave it to you because it's what? Contraband, nigga. Look here. I don't know what the fucking dumbass rules are in prison. But listen, I'm not sure if you can even give your old shit away to other inmates. Like, say if I'm leaving, I got to outdate, but I want the homie to have my TV. Could I transfer, you know, my ownership to the other homie by contractually writing down, like, hey, I'm giving them this TV, bloop, bloop, bloop. They transfer the TV from my unit into his unit, making it his TV. I would imagine that's the way that that's supposed to go. Y'all niggas who've been to Pinta and Old Folsom specifically, let me know if such a process is available, despite the fact that not being the case with Popeye. Because Popeye, one moment he says that he just got it, you know, without anything, you know, as far as like, he claimed it was a floater. To me, that sounds like a contraband. You know, a floater TV. Otherwise, you would just say he got a TV bought from him from the homies. Like the homies come out their pocket and bought the TV for you. However, they did that. Okay, but let's keep on going, blood.
And I've been holding on to this TV. This TV was so rigged up. It was a Zenith TV that was all black. TVs now in prison are clear. I don't want to get away from the story. I'm just trying to paint a picture for y'all. My TV was so old and passed down so many times that I used to take a pencil and stick it in for the channel button. I used to press the button at the bottom just to change the channel.
All right. So, did y'all hear that? So this old ass Zenith TV that was passed down from homie to homie to homie to homie to homie. Yo ass get it. And now you got this unnatural attachment to this motherfucker. You know, this contraband ass TV, okay? That has been passed down so many times. So when you said the homies bought you a TV, that's complete bullshit, because you just said that this TV is a floater and it's been passed down multiple times. So many times, I don't think you know who's actually bought for it. because we come to find out. Look here, if y'all want to get the whole thing before I spoil. I'm spoiling it for y'all right now, right? If y'all think, oh, surprise, 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 guess what? His fucking name's not on it. Why? Because this is not his fucking TV. He has contraband. This is contraband. Let's go.
But that TV was color and it worked and it got me through my time, got me through some hard times, right? So I sat the little homie down. I'm like, listen, don't wiggle. Don't run around. Wiggling in prison means you float, you running around different tiers, you running around different buildings, because if old Folsom, you can wiggle. You can hit the yard, hit building 1, come out, go to building 2, come out, go to building 3, hit building 4, until they call yard recall and they do count. So I asked him, I said, don't go running nothing for nobody. Don't get the cell hit, because this is a floater TV and I'm short to the house. I'm going to leave it to you. So he like, don't trip. I got it. I respect it. And he did exactly what I asked him not to do. So the little...
All right. So, flag on the play right there. Even if that's what you asked the homie to do, the homie's not obligated to do that. Even if he said he would do it, he's still not obligated to do that. Why does this nigga, he can't move around in the prison even though it's completely allowed? You just said as long as they get back at count, it's all good for them to float. But you trying to establish some kind of authority or rule that is not a legitimate rule on the homie because you want to conceal your contraband. A TV that this nigga don't ever get to watch. You get to watch it. I mean, he probably get to watch it with you sometimes, but you making this very clear that this is your TV and you watching it, and it's something that, helps you pass the time. Maybe what helps the homie pass the time is him floating around and getting to meet the homies and do whatever the fuck else you want to do. You're a grown-ass man. You can't tell that man how to move. Cannot tell another nigga how to move in prison, bro. That is out. That is not the correct way to approach a situation with a homie or anybody, but especially a homie. You ain't that nigga daddy. You just the nigga roommate. What if your roommate try to tell you, hey, man, don't leave the house, man, because if you leave the house, man, you're going to let the AC out, which is going to cause me to pay more money, blah, 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 blah. Shut up, blood. What the fuck? Blood, I'm a grown-ass man, blood. What the fuck? Pay your half of the rent. That's all that say, blood. What? Nuts.
He got the run around the tears, did everything else. Disrespectful.
Fuck.
Couldn't help it. He's short timing too. He don't care. So he get the TV tape. I'm like, bro, I'm on the tier. I'm looking down the tier. They got the gate locked, so I can't get on the tier. I'm on the 5th tier, by the way. In Old Folsom, there's 5 tiers. You got the first tier, which is the bottom floor. Imagine an apartment building or a hotel that has 5 layers. And this is the 5th layer. 1, 2, 3.
All right, I hopped on the train.
All right, people. Yeah, hear that? It sounds like there was a fucking raid on your tier. So you wasn't on your tier when they came and raided your tier, and you wasn't on there to what? And defend your contraband.
Started using hay carrot and batana oil for my hair.
You was trying to get back 3 months in, and they was raiding the cells. So your cell got hit. Let's hear it.
And this is the 5th layer. 1, 2, 3. You go around the stairs 4, and so on and so forth. Then you hit the 5th tier. So I live on the 5th tier at the time, and so the gate is pulled at the top. Down there, they got my cell gate open, and they're in there. So they come out with my TV. I'm like, damn, dude, they was in my cell. On the way back, the cop tells me, man, I took your TV. Your cellmate was running around. Hey, listen, I'm trying to holler at him like, listen, man.
All right. So did y'all just hear what he just said? He said the cop told him specifically that the homie got his TV taken. And the cop specifically said to Popeye that, hey, yo celly got your TV pulled. So the cop is claiming that this is your TV. That he's identifying you as its owner. Okay? And he's saying the reason why he's taking it is because of your celly doing some shit that he's allowed to do in the prison? How does that work?
That has nothing to do with me. That has something to do with you and him, whatever.
All right. All right. So he's giving us this nonsense. Let's run that back one more time. Let's make sure we got that straight. We got that.
The bottom floor. Imagine an apartment building or a hotel that has 5 layers, and this is the fifth layer. 1, 2, 3. You go around the stairs, 4, and so on and so forth. Then you hit the 5th tier. So I live on the 5th tier at the time.
Come on now.
And so the gate is pulled at the top. Down there, they got my cell gate open, and they're in there. So they come out with my TV. I'm like, damn, dude, they was in my cell. On the way back, the cop tells me, man, I took your TV. Your cellmate was running around. Hey, listen, I'm like, so I'm trying to holler at him like, listen, man, that has nothing to do with me. That has something to do with you and him, whatever y'all got going. Listen, that's my TV. He said, well, I can't tell who TV it is because your name is not on it. Therefore, it's a floater, it's contraband I'm taking. I'm like, listen, man, I ain't gave you no problem since I've been in this prison. And I've been here as long as I've been here on your tier, and I'm like 3 months to the house, man. Let me just have my TV and let me rock with it. He like, nah, man, I got.
So, did y'all hear the issue with that? First, you claim that the officer or deputy or whatever the fuck his name is, the CO, you claim that the CO told you that he's taking your TV because your cellmate is doing something that is 100% completely allowed in the prison, to float around in the TV. And not float around, but float around in the unit. And then you turn around and say that because he floated around in the unit, he got your floater taken. And you said that the officer or CO directly identified this as your TV, yours, Popeye. Then you go up to the officer and go, oh, that's my TV. You know, whatever issues you got with him floating around, don't take my floater. And the officer replied to your ass, hey, this ain't your TV, nigga. Your name ain't on it. He can't confirm that this is your TV. Therefore, it's a floater and it's contraband. And he got to make an example out of niggas, starting with you. My only thing is, flag on the play, how have you had this contraband in your unit for, who knows how long you've had this, long enough for your ass to get attached, which could be a day or years, who cares? You got attached to this fucking contraband that your ass ain't supposed to have, okay? Because whatever process y'all was supposed to do, y'all didn't do it. So no matter who got it took, it was going to get taken eventually because it's none of your niggas. It's not yours. Therefore, you can't give it away to nobody because it's like somebody receiving stolen property. It's going to get taken, nigga, because it's contraband. What the fuck? So your dumb ass, your big stupid ass was told that this ain't your TV and you can't do shit about them taking that contraband. Okay? So there we go.
Make an example because if I don't, everybody gonna think it's okay just to fuck around on my ship. I'm like, all right.
You saying it's okay for people to fuck around on a shift. How is he fucking around if this is allowed? If people floating around through Old Folsom is a normal occurrence, okay? Everybody can go to wherever they want. It's not a thing that is prohibited. It's not against the fucking rules. Only you trying to hide contraband have a problem. And you're claiming that this CO has a problem with this, despite it not being against the rules. Crazy work. Crazy to try to make that a thing while arguing an opposite thing to be true. Two opposing things, cannot be correct, bro. If it doesn't make sense, then it's got to be a lie. So, what you're telling us doesn't make sense. So I got to consider it a lie at this point. Like, you're clearly lying. I don't believe this CO said any of that shit to you. if I would have to make an educated guess based on your lying ass statements or your conflicting statements, let's just say it that, because I'm just flat out say you're a liar. But your conflicting statements make me go, let's hear what else Popeye will say that's in contradiction. Like, he literally contradicts himself in the same breath, in the same story, nearly in the same sentence. Crazy work, right? Let's go.
All right, man, take the TV, man. I don't care, man. You know what I'm saying? So
I
go holler, I go to the cell, and the homie come to the cell, and I'm mad. I want to get down with the homie bad because he disrespected everything that I asked him not to do.
Look, you ain't his fucking daddy. You ain't his supervisor. You ain't even the nigga big. Like, you saying he the little homie, he might not consider you a big homie, bro. Why do you think you this nigga's leader? You not this nigga leader? I don't think you put the nigga on. You sound like you just met this nigga in prison. He a homie from your hood, blood, but he ain't your little homie, if that makes sense, blood. The nigga, what is it, Taco, you said? So we're still talking about Taco from IFG. So Taco from IFG did all this, according to you. Because you didn't even mention a nigga from Mob PIRU just yet. We still talking about the nigga Taco, who's in your cell at this point, right? So Taco from the nigga who, it sounds like you low-key scared of the nigga because, he look like, he'll probably fuck you up. He got IFGB, or at least get you fucked up by the other homies, if you did something to blood. But let's go.
Just disrespected it. And he got my TV took. And I was gonna leave it to him with everything in the cell. So he was like, man, I'll pay for it. I'll pay for him. Like, homie, you don't have any money. You don't have any family looking out for you. And unfortunately, this is a sad reality. A lot of brothers come from the streets that's gang banging, putting their all to it, don't have no family support system. So he was one of them homies. And luckily, I still have my father in my life at the time. You know what I'm saying? And my mother had passed away years earlier. But luckily, I had...
Blah, blah, blah. So, you talking about the homie from IF offered to pay for the TV that wasn't even yours? Some fucking contraband? Because the CO took it? Nigga, a nigga extra'd out like how you describing, blood? That don't make no sense, blood. That right there don't make no sense. To me, I gotta call suspicious. It sounds like some bullshit to me. Which Taco specifically did that, blood? We gotta ask, blood, if that's what happened, blood. Because between you and Booty Hunter Blowjob, blood, I don't believe y'all was sellies. I don't believe you know that nigga at all. I believe that y'all pump faking so y'all could get views on YouTube. Because you did a story talking about you and Booty Hole Blowjob almost got into it, but you didn't get off on him for whatever reason. He was talking all this big type shit. I also want to include that, in my evaluation of your fucking bullshit story at this point, because your story is complete utter bullshit. It's either 100% fake, and or your ass deserve extreme consequences for your actions if this is even true. But like, I'm not from Mob PIRU, but if I was, and you said that you did this to a homie, that's your ass. That's your ass, High Top. Let's go, blood.
My father in my life at the time, and somebody was looking out for me. And the homies actually bought me that TV. So, at the end of the day, when you a homie and you...
So did y'all hear that? He keeps on saying that the homies bought him the TV, but he contradicts himself and says that this is a floater TV and that this TV was given to him by somebody else who got it from someone else who got it from someone else. So the homies didn't buy you the TV, bro. They just gave you some fucking contraband. They gave you contraband when they left. So stop saying that somebody bought you this fucking TV, because like, no one bought your ass TV. So the homie ain't obligated to buy you some shit because you lost your contraband, nigga. What the fuck? Like they raided the cell. They was gonna take the contraband. Look here, that contraband should have been taken up out your cell who knows how long ago. Okay, However, you've been not getting your confiscate, the cell hit, or the cell didn't get hit for a long time. They're eventually gonna hit the fucking cell, is what I'm saying. No matter what you do, blood, they're gonna eventually hit the cell. No matter how good you think you are with the COs, blood, they're gonna hit that cell eventually, blood. That's just a part of the whole scenario. When you dealing with COs, blood, they gonna hit your shit. They gonna hit the whole deck, blood. And sometimes if you got some sort of, secret agreement with the police, they might look the other way, but 9 times out of 10, blood, they're not looking the other way, and they're going to take every fucking contraband. Look here, I've been violated by COs, hard leg COs. One CO wouldn't fuck with certain shit. The other CO, completely different CO, will come in there with completely different rules, completely different get down, and completely different, policies that he want to enforce. So even if you're doing everything for one CO, it's not going to be the same as a different CO who comes in on deck, blood. That nigga might have a whole totally different way of things he want things done. And you can never satisfy these motherfuckers. They're there to torture your ass, pretty much. Like, don't get used to luxuries or contraband and shit like that, blood. Like, if you got some contraband, you better use that shit and get rid of it. Don't get too attached to contraband.
In that life, all you got is your homies. So you try not to. Anyway, I'm not trying to go into another subject, but the homie didn't have nobody looking out for him. So, I felt bad for him, and quite naturally, from the same hood, I was gonna leave it to him. Well, he fucked that off, so that's over with. So now,
okay.
I have a talk with him. I want to squabble him, but I know that that's an easy walk in the park for me. Plus, at the same time, it's like, it's just going to make a bad situation worse. And,
all right, so y'all heard that. So you want to squabble the homie, despite the fact that he views the homie as inferior. He knows that he could physically get the best of the homie. So, he's contemplating, if he harms the homie, what could be the consequences for harming the homie. So he gotta, before this violent, meathead does anything to you, you gotta weigh out the pros and cons. Okay, so this is what he's claiming that he's doing. He wants to harm the homie, which is already a red flag. Like why you want to harm the homie? You leaving in 3 fucking months. 60 days, probably even less. So this nigga only got a few more months. Short timing. You on your way out the fucking door, but you want to hurt the homie over contraband. Crazy work, right? Let's go.
And I'm short to the house, so it did me bad. It did me more good to just walk away from the problem than cause more of an issue and create more of a problem for me, myself, him, and in that prison. Because y'all know my situation at the time. Under the Constitution. So,
but I don't know your situation. I have no idea. But, because you appear to be a violent person and you admitted to violent actions, I'm going to assume you're in there for a violent crime where you done committed harm against someone, which is why your ass should be in prison, why you shouldn't have got out, or none of that shit. I think your ass should be spending life in prison. Because of how violent you are in nature, bro. Like, you a violent motherfucker and an evil motherfucker to be exact, blood. All the lying and hook ass shit you claim to have done in this video, blood. And we don't go over that. And that's this is why you should absolutely watch your 6 and, watch for that dough. Look here, them Inglewood families, the Mob PIRUs, and everybody else should have a problem with you. And because of the bullshit ass stories you run your mouth and tell about for clout. Let's go.
Nevertheless,
Gentlemen, you can look 5 to 10 years younger by literally doing one thing. It's so simple. It's insanely cheap. You only.
So, nevertheless, I told him I'm gonna move out the cell. He can have the cell. I don't want to be in there. I don't want to be around him or nothing. So I hollered at the homie Baldy from Brims. Baldy pulled me to the side, was like, listen, I go home in 2 weeks. Don't tell nobody. Listen, I'm going to holler at my cellie. You can move in there with him. For sure. That ended that right there. So before I
So before we move on, that didn't end it that right there. Because look here, you could want to transfer. Okay? Your homie could want you to transfer. But you have to get approval by the COs. Because y'all niggas don't run the fucking prison. They run the prison. It's their prison. You niggas is inmates. The inmates don't run shit but they fucking mouths. Especially not the Negroes. The Negroes don't run shit in the prison. Because y'all not unified. Y'all, especially the ones in California and old Folsom and all that shit, y'all used to have the UBN. And the UBN used to press the structure. Which means at one time, y'all had the dominant force as far as the blacks go in the jail and prisons at one point. Y'all, however, allowed the booty hole blowjobs, the bounty hunters, and the PIRUs to go to war against the structure. Go to war against the last remaining, I would say, vanguard of the nation structure in California. So y'all broke up y'all structure to go after the homies that was pressing the line on y'all in prison. Y'all allowed these niggas to bring they bullshit and go to war, wage war against other homies in prison who, you know, sought to have order, discipline, and structure. Y'all went against that, and now there's nothing but chaos. Now everybody's just doing what the fuck they want to do. Like yo ass, Popeye. You just doing the fuck what you want to do. And this is why, you know, we are in the situation we're in. This is why homies are getting done so bad. Like, blood, if y'all that did me like this, everybody dying. Like, I'm telling you. Everybody from, if Mob PIRU didn't help me, I'm slaying everybody from Mob PIRU if I was a Mob PIRU member. If I'm from IF and I'm the Mob PIRU homie that got like this, everybody from IF is going down. If I know you from IF blood and I see you out in public, I'm going to treat you as probably worse than any crab out there. I'm going to do you worse than the crabs. Because, look here, the crabs don't really even get down on you like this. Like, look here, the crabs ain't really giving me a problem. You know why? Because they fear what would possibly happen to them from my homies. Okay? My homies and the reputation of my homies precedes me. So, they know if they do something to me, the likelihood of my homies retaliating is extremely high. So that turns their ass down as soon as they get to asking around. Let's go.
Move in that cell, they end up putting a homie from Mob PIRU in that cell where Barty was, because Barty paroled. Barty got up out of there. Barty from Brims, rest in peace. He's no longer here with us. May God rest his soul and God bless his family. Barty was a good homie. I'm not going to get into the story with Barty, but Barty was from Brims. Barty was up under BL. So Barty pulled me to the...
So Barty is from BL. If y'all don't understand, because y'all probably be like, what the fuck is BL? BL is a prison system and what is left of the structure in the prison system. Okay? BL is a variation of the United Blood Nation that is remaining in LA prison because they don't want to be a part of UBN, so they recreated and replicated the United Blood Nation and called it BL, which is a bunch of rejects like Booty Hole Blowjob who started this shit in retaliation to the United Blood Nation. So the BL went to war against the United Blood Nation, and there's records of this and accounts of this from Frog from Bounty Hunter, and also Booty Hole Blowjob himself, Nino Frappuccino ass, friendly ass, capping ass, Booty Hole Blowjob nigga. The nipple pierced bandit, blood. The nipple pierced nigga that like blood. This nigga right here claimed that he seen bounty hunter blowjob with nipple piercings on the yard. Like actual nipple piercings on the yard, blood. I couldn't believe he said he seen that. I can't believe that booty hole blowjob would have pierced nipples on a prison yard. Cause don't they force you to remove your jewelry off of you, like all your jewelry? You can't go in there with no fucking pierced nipples and nipple barbells and freaky shit that you be doing booty hole blowjob. How's you on the yard, blood, with pierced nipples, blood, or with nipple piercings and shit like that? What the fuck? But that's what this dude claims he's seen, and I gotta question that now. Let's go.
I was like, hey, look, that's why I don't sell up with homies. I don't do it because they do stupid shit like this, and it just causes problems. That's why every time I come to the pen.
Okay, so how don't he sell up with homies when the Mob PIRU nigga just got there and was selling up with him? You know, because if the homie from Brims had a problem, he would have to press him at the door. Okay? Like, nah, he can't move up in here for whatever reason. He had to press that at the door. But he didn't press that at the door. You know, he got, allowed to be this nigga Sully. So he had another Sully. According to you, he had the nigga from Brims had another Sully. And the homie was supposed to be going home in 2 weeks. So Baldy signed whatever sale request, to allow you to get access to that sale to sell up with whoever he was selling up with. But the dude who was selling up with Baldy got up out of there, and then the Mob PIRU nigga got brought in there. Baldy didn't contest, and now there's the PIRU nigga in Baldy's cell. According to you. Okay? This is where we at with it.
I get a celly that's a non-affiliate that fuck with the homies, that's cool with the homies. You know what I'm saying? But I don't do homies. I'm like, all right, for sure. So I hollered at the dude. The dude was a non-affiliate with the business and all that, with all the squabbles and everything. Cool dude, he just didn't gangbang. So I hollered at him. He was like, yeah, for sure, you can move in with me. Yeah, you short time and cool. Just keep the cell clean, just normal jail talk. Normal jail talk. I was like, yeah, that's not an issue, bro. Don't even worry about it. So the homie from Mob PIRU ended up moving in that cell before I could get in there, because in the pen, they try to fill those beds up. They don't try to leave them empty too long. If somebody's moving in there, you put a move chrono in there, and I did. The police was lagging on it. I put a bed moving sheet in, and got his signature, got my signature, got the police signature, and gave it to the sergeant. And they left it on the desk. It wasn't a priority. So they end up moving the Mob PIRU homie in there. So for a couple, now I'm growing anxious. I'm angry. I'm in a cell with no TV. It's hot. They done took my TV. All I got is a fan. I'm trying to find reasons to stay out the cell. I'm trying to I got a kitchen job. I'm trying to get another job. I'm just all over the place right now because I don't want to be around the homie, and I'm irritated, right? And now he's still running around. This clown's still running around, you know what I'm saying, after the fact. So, because now.
Pause. So, you still trying to dictate this nigga's movements even without the damn TV. So, that also goes back to the point I'm making, that it was never about the TV. It's about you having a problem with trying to be another grown-ass man's authority in prison. You trying to act like you this nigga daddy telling him what he could do, where he could go, and I don't know, blood, like that is just not acceptable, blood. You not this nigga's bitch, you not his wife, you not his husband. Like, blood, you can't be trying to tell a nigga what to do like he your property and shit like that. The fuck is wrong with you, blood? Like I'd have got away from you, blood. Matter of fact, I'd have got your ass poked up, blood. We would have poked your ass up. Matter of fact, I would have poked your ass up. I ain't gonna front. I'd have poked your big ass up. Look, blood. I'd have been like, yeah, I need the biggest of key Sues in this bitch or something, blood. I need a katana. I'm gonna chop this fucking tree down, blood. He keep on fucking with me on 3-0. Let's go, blood.
Now, there's nothing to lose. I don't care if you run around no more anyway, cause you know he anyways, you know what I'm saying, ain't no TV in the cell. I don't care no more. I'm moving anyway, so do what you want to do. So back to what I was saying though. I got at the homie from Mob PIRU twice, you know what I'm saying? And was like, hey, look, I'm about to put this bed move in again because you moved in there, you know, just swap cells with me. He's like, oh, no problem. So finally.
So here goes another homie who you ask him to do something twice, but he's not obligated to do what you ask, just like the other homie wasn't obligated not to, you know, float around the unit. They might have said, yeah, when you up all on them and, you know, requesting shit, but they're not obligated to do that. Even the COs, when you made a request to them, they said that they were going to take care of it. But it wasn't their priority, just like it wasn't the homie's priority. Your demands and requests aren't priorities, bro. There's some personal wants, but they're not priorities, blood. It doesn't take priority. It's not anybody's fucking priority. You know, you just got to shut the fuck up and go knit you a sweater or something at that point. Like, blood, it's not a priority. It will get done if it gets done. But it's not even a priority, so people might not even fucking do it. It's no one's fault but your own. Like, you're in prison, don't expect for people to move and do what the fuck you asking, bro. Motherfuckers don't have to do that. And that's just what it is.
It got 2 weeks done passed. Nothing happened with the bed move. He done got comfortable in there. He don't want to move no more. I'm upset because I want to get out the cell with the homie. The homie done found him a cell. He done got on. I'm like, man, what the fuck is going on here, right? So I end up early one morning getting at the dude from Mob PIRU, like, wow. hey, bro, look, I'm about to put this bed move in again. And he had, I guess he had an attitude that morning. That morning he was like, as soon as I approached him, I was like, hey, look, bro, look, I know I keep, get the fuck out my face, nigga. I was like, whoa, what the fuck? He was like, nigga, like I said, nigga, what you saying? Nigga, get out my face. Nigga, I'm tired of this bad move shit. Nigga, I ain't doing nothing, nigga. I'm tired of this bad move shit. He snapped on me. I was like,
look, I would have snapped on your ass too. Stop fucking harassing me, bro, about this bad move, bro. We can't make the fucking CEOs switch us, bro. The fuck is wrong with you? Stop harassing me, bro, about this fucking bad move, bro. The CEOs didn't prioritize it, bro. You over here pressing me and harassing me about the bad move, bro. I don't want to even move. This nigga clearly don't want to move, and you trying to like force this nigga to move and switch cells with you so you can hang out with the brim nigga. Or as far as I know, the brim nigga didn't get released yet, so I guess you trying to get over there with him or trying to get over there with this non-affiliate. You said that there's another non-affiliate dude that you talked to, and he was cool, and I guess that's the dude that's in the cell. The non-affiliate's in the cell with the Mob PIRU dude. The Mob PIRU dude's cool, bigging it with the non-affiliate nigga. So him and the non-affiliate nigga clicking or whatever the fuck. So he probably like, blood, I don't give a fuck about what you talking about. Stop bothering me and harassing me about this fucking bed move, nigga. I don't want to move. Which he has all the right to do that. Blood, like, you might not like it. You might not care. You shouldn't have cared, blood. Like, but you overly care. Like, you keep on telling us you don't care, but it's clear as day that you care. And you mad. Not only do you care, but you are mad. You are big mad. Let's go, man.
Nigga, everybody on the tier was laughing, bro. The Bay Area cat, the Kumi,
it's funny.
The Zillas from Sac, the homies, nigga. Everybody like, whoa, the Woods, the essays. They like the others. They like, whoa, he got at this nigga sideways. I'm like, what? I'm like, so what's going through my mind is like, knock him out. Just bed this nigga right now.
Wrong move, blood. Because if you just hit him and knock him out because he told you to get the fuck out of his face, which he has every right to do so, you keep on harassing the homie and you just hit the homie, you know, without getting any approval on that bitch, blood. You don't just do what the fuck you want to do. Who the fuck you think you are, blood? You punching on the homie potentially falls back on us. We could get locked down over this shit. We could lose privileges over this shit. So yeah, that's why your ass didn't just punch on the homie in front of everybody. Okay? Because you had to consider the consequences from the rest of the homies that witnessed you doing that. And by the, staff that witnessed you doing that. Because obviously you, unprovokingly assaulting someone. Because look here, just because he snapped on you doesn't mean he provoked you. It doesn't sound like he threatened you at all. He just wants you to leave him the fuck alone. I want you to leave him the fuck alone. If you was harassing me, blood, look here, like I said, I'd have been finding the biggest katana to slice your ass into pieces, blood. Fuck you.
Right? I'm like, nah. You go home like in 90 days, nigga, 60 days, nigga. Don't do it, nigga. Don't do it. I'm
More
talking to myself. Don't
blood.
do it. No, don't do it, nigga. You ain't finna get no pussy. You ain't finna nothing, nigga. Don't do it.
My name is Paula Bindert, and I'm a family office advisor at the First National
Stupid
Bank
ass
in
nigga.
Sioux Falls.
That shit ain't funny,
I've
blood.
been here for-
Listen, the
Nothing,
jokes.
nigga, don't do it. So I'm like, is that right? He like, yeah, nigga. Like I said, get the fuck out of my face, nigga. I was like, all right, for sure, homie. All right, for sure. We gonna get down when we get back. We get down now, nigga. So I'm heading down the stairs because it's breakfast time. At this time, they had released us for breakfast, and that's when I got at him getting down the tier, going down the stairs, and he got at me crazy, and the Bay Area cats was laughing. They thought that shit was funny.
Blood, what your big meathead ass don't understand is you got at him crazy. You got at blood crazy. You over here harassing this nigga. You saying this is the third time you done harassed this nigga about switching rooms with you, bro. He don't want to switch rooms with you. So you in there stuck with the other homie who you actually mad at, the IFG nigga who you ain't gonna touch. He's still doing what the fuck, disrespecting you according to you, but you ain't touching that nigga. But you want to get active with the Mob PIRU nigga in a different cell. Okay, with either the non-affiliate, because I think homie from Brim's left, and you trying to get in the room with the non-affiliate. Let's go.
And I'm steaming. I'm mad at the motherfucker right now what he just did. So this morning it was like some nut-ass breakfast, man. It was if you know, like I know, in jail you get trash breakfast. So this morning it was sausage patties and cinnamon rolls with grits, and I was like, ooh, with some ice cold milk. And I was like, that's one of my favorite breakfasts. So that morning when I got in the line, I went to, at the time, my red tweet, and I was like, man, look, the homie just got at me real disrespectful, man. I'm about to go get down with him, you know what I'm saying? We're going to go up in the cell, man, because, I'm about to go home, so I ain't finna fuck my date off or nothing, but he just got at me real sideways, so. And they was like, all right, well, just handle your business, take care of that. I'm like, yeah, I'm finna go take care of that.
Wrong. No homie should tell you, oh yeah, go on there and handle your business to another homie without, you taking that to court, blood. Like, what are you talking about, blood? Like, so you saying the other homie's complicit with you just doing what the fuck you want to do just because you embarrassed because the nigga told you to get the fuck out his face? Oh, hell no, blood. Look here. What I would have told your big ass to do, go knit a fucking sweater, blood. Like, stop coming to me talking to me about this shit, blood. I don't want to hear this shit. The fuck? What you talking about? He got to come in the cell with you. He don't live with you, nigga. He ain't got to go in the cell with you. Fuck you talking about? You about to go in the cell with you? Yeah, blood. You better not go in the cell with the homie, blood. Yeah, you do something to the blood. Well, yeah, watch what happens to you. Is what I would have told your ass. Fuck you talking about, blood? Matter of fact, I'd have asked, what's the problem? I'd have done some investigating. I'm like, what's the problem? And then when I heard your dumb ass problem, blood, I'd have been like, blood, get out of blood face. Nigga, why is you in blood face right now? You about to go home. Your big buster ass about to go home. Shut your bitch ass up. Go knit a fucking sweater. Go read a book. Go do some fucking burpees or some shit. Go do some push-ups. Go talk to your bitch. Go do something besides crying about this fucking contraband, blood. Shut your bitch ass up.
So I go sit at the table with the homies, and I ask one of the homies, I'm like, you want this breakfast? The homie like, you don't want to eat it? I'm like, nah, I'm good. I'm about to go get at the homie real quick. He got at me sideways. I'm finna go up there and wait up there on him after he eat breakfast. So I gave him the tray and I push off, and I get to the 5th tier. I get up there and I'm waiting on the homie and shit. And I guess he was sitting at the table.
So this is the 4th time this nigga done came at the homie. But he like, oh, he just woke up on the wrong side of the bed. No, blood, you been harassing, homie. You been doing the most, blood. You know exactly why that nigga is annoyed.
Before he came up the stairs, and he was like, I'm about to kill me a nigga this morning. He told the homie like that, I'm about to kill me a nigga this morning. You know what I'm saying? It's like, what you talking about? I was like, nigga, Papa, I'm finna get this nigga. So
I don't believe none of that. I don't believe that's what the homie said. And even if he said that, so what? Like, you know, so what, nigga? Like, if he said that to the homies, you know, and the homies didn't say, oh, no, don't trip on Popeye, and they entertained what he said, maybe, you know, they was gonna plot to come and get your ass. Like, if you was in there, like, you plotting to whoop his ass, maybe he should be plotting to kill your ass. Like, look here, if you would have touched me, nigga, you are going down, blood. Look here. You going down. Look here. Not only are you going down, look here. Everybody around your ass is in jeopardy. Yo fucking girlfriend, your bitch, your kids, everybody is in jeopardy because of what you doing right now. You know, your freedom, look, everything is in jeopardy, blood, because you want to fuck with this nigga about a room that ain't chose. And you about to leave in a few fucking days. Bitch ass nigga, blood, listen.
I'm up there on the 5th tier waiting on him, right? Now.
Waiting on the nigga, that's crazy.
As I'm waiting on the tier, quite naturally, you can't dog a homie out like that unless it's warranted or it's a group decision. Like, and I'm talking about dogging, I'm talking about beyond fight. So, quite naturally, he a Damu, I'm a Damu.
All right, so he just gave that explanation that you can't dog a homie out beyond just fighting. If you're going to get a homie a fair squabble, which you can't provide him a fair squabble. Why can't you provide him a fair squabble? Because you are bigger and stronger than this motherfucker. You are not in the same weight class than this motherfucker. You know this. So, you dealing with a homie that you know you could wash him in a fight. So, you can't give the nigga a fair squabble, blood. So you up here about to pound out a homie. You know this is the outcome. You've already said that this is the outcome. Or at least you said it for the IFG nigga. Now, I'm not sure how big this homie was or how, you know. I don't know if this was a fair squabble or not. I don't think it was a fair squabble at all. And nor did you get the consensus of the rest of the homies before you went further than a fade. Because according to you, you went further, way further than just a friendly fade, blood. You went above and beyond and tried to kill the homie. Let's go.
Give him a fair one despite the fact of him coming at me the way he came at me and I had all rights to do it, but I didn't want to get caught because I didn't want to catch no time. I've been gone from my family, my son in placement.
Did you hear this nut ass nigga, blood? One more time, blood. So you giving us this whole spill on you supposed to get a homie a fair fight, which you can't do because you already know you are, you know, vastly outweighing this dude and stronger than this dude, and you know you're just gonna enforce your big ass on this dude, you know, no matter what.
A homie out like that unless it's warranted or it's a group decision. Like, and I'm talking about dogging, I'm talking about beyond fight. So, quite naturally, he a Damu, I'm a Damu. I'm going to give him a fair one despite the fact of him coming at me the way he came at me and I had all rights to do it, but I didn't want to get caught because I didn't want to catch no time. I've been gone from my family, my son in placement. I got to get out and go to children.
All right, so he said his son is in placement and all kind of shit. So you got all kinds of things that should be prioritized over than fighting this nigga because you are embarrassed because he clowned your ass in front of everybody as you deserve to get clowned because your ass is a bug and you over here annoying and aggravating and irritating motherfuckers because you got a problem and your damn feelings is hurt or whatever the fuck. Who gives a fuck what the fuck your problem was? But anyways, yeah, because you and your fucking feelings, and you don't want to prioritize your freedom. You want to prioritize a petty ass issue because the homie told you to leave him the fuck alone. And if the other homies was actually on their shit, they would have told your big ass to leave the homie alone too, or else. But let's get that.
Family services and shit, try to give visitation. They trying to terminate my parental rights at the time. I was going through a lot of stuff, so my priorities was getting home to my family. So,
blood, everybody's priority is to get home to their family. So you don't give a fuck about the other homies' priorities. You don't give a fuck about the other homie's situation, nor did you give a fuck about his life. Therefore, that's why you didn't give the homie a heads up, blood. You treated him worse than what you even do to crowds, blood. I don't ever think you ever did. Have you ever did that to a crowd? Or you only do this nut ass shit to homies, and the LA Bloods allow you to do this. Let's go, blood.
As I'm on the tier, I'm like, he come up the stairs. I'm like, listen, bro, we just gonna get down in the cell. He like, nigga, we get down right now, nigga. I backed up. I'm like, man, watch out. He's like, I'll fuck your date off. As soon as he said that, I uppercut him. Bah, knocked him out. Bop. He hit the deck. And then as he going down for the knock, as he going down, because after when he was popping it, when he popped it, he got like he came towards me like he was finna get off on me, and I just uppercut him. Bow, knocked him out. When I knocked him out, he never seen it coming. On his way down, I hit him with a left and a right. Bop, he hit the ground. He snoring. He knocked out. His ass is in the air, and he and his face, he's sliding off the fifth tier between the bars like he finna take a nosedive. I had to grab him by his collar and pull him back. At this time, as I'm pulling him back, he's coming back too. Like he's coming back to like he do some shit like this. He's like, oh, he do that shit, right? And I'm thinking in my mind, oh, he gonna try to grab my legs. So I'm beating his head in. I'm beating the homie bad. Like he let go, he go back, his whole body like drop, bam. And then so now he bleeding all on my shoes. I split both his eyes and his nose and his mouth, right? And I'm like, I'm dogging him, like I'm enraged right now. I'm like, nigga, you try to take me from my kids? You try? And I'm on him, like I'm beating him down. So damn, he laid out on the tier. He tried, and he like, I could tell he like trying to come back too, but he laid out. And I'm like, damn, I realized at this point, I'm enraged. I'm so enraged, I realized, nigga, you about to catch an added charge.
Nah, blood. You about to catch a murder charge. What the fuck? Blood, you try to kill the homie because he said he gonna fuck your date off according to you, which I don't believe. Who could bear witness to that? Only you claiming that, nigga. Only you claiming that. And you can't, and you don't have no goddamn evidence of that. And even if he said that, so what, nigga? You talking to this nigga in the dark, someplace where can't nobody else witness shit. Can't nobody else, confirm what the fuck you saying. And you doing this to a homie. Somebody who's supposed to have equal protection underneath this flag, underneath this rag, and underneath the U blood. But let's hear, the U don't apply to you niggas out there in LA because y'all destroyed the protection. Y'all destroyed the structure. That's why you niggas is out there killing one another, and y'all all are busters. The LA Bloods are busters, blood, and this is why I call California what it is. It's phony as fuck. With homies like this, who needs enemies? These niggas are enemies, blood. Y'all lobster asses, blood. Look here, I don't want nothing to do with the LA Bloods. The LA Bloods, as far as I'm concerned, besides BPS maybe, BPS out there, because we from the Midwest, BPS. The homies from BPS seems to got their mind right. I might be able to cherry pick a few of them niggas. Some solid BPS homies out there. I've seen and had correspondence with the homies out there. They seem to be, more on the side of where they should be, blood. Like T. Rogers had the UB and Reef up when he passed, blood. Right front and center of his goddamn funeral. So blood, you know what I'm saying? Even through death, is still showing his allegiance to the U and his affiliation to the U with those reefs being present. Shout out to the big homie T. Rogers. You know, and me and T. Rogers had communications before he passed. And, you know, I'm a little bit disappointed because I didn't get to build with T. Rogers the way that I wanted to, but that's for another story. I'm going to get into that. But so did y'all just hear what the homie said? Like, I got enraged listening to that. Because he's like, you trying to take me from my family? I'm like, damn, nigga, you did that to the homie? Like, nigga, you did what to the homie? Like, I'm enraged about what he's saying about what he did to the homie, blood. Like, him saying what he did to the homie, I'm enraged. Blood, this is somebody who ain't did shit to you. He ain't hurt you. He ain't harm you. He ain't make a threat to you or nothing. He just wants you to leave him the fuck alone. Nigga, he in prison. He mad just like you. Everybody in there mad. Everybody in there having a bad day. Nigga, ain't nobody in there happy days and everybody just getting through it. Nah, nigga, you in prison, blood. Every day is gonna be a hard, tough day. You away from your family. You away from your friends. You away from everything, blood. But look here, he didn't put you there. He didn't take your TV. The CO did. He didn't lose your TV. This nigga don't know you. He just met you. You know, you over here harassing this nigga and mad that he told you to fuck off. Crazy, nut ass nigga. Let's go, blood. So you did all this according to you, and he ain't saying all this is cap. This ain't. This is fake. This is just for content, just to, you know, have some neutrons, not investigate, blood. Let's go, blood.
Like I'm like, damn, because the police finna come rack the doors on the tier to let everybody in. I'm like, oh, like, damn. So I got blood on my sweater and blood on my shoes. And it's a catwalk right across. Luckily, the police wasn't walking by on the catwalk on the wall. So I'm like, damn, I'm just like jogging towards the end of the tier to get off the tier. On the way there, them same Bay Area cats that was left was like, hey, bruh, here, take this shirt. They give me a clean shirt. Give us your sweater. I gave him my sweater because it had blood on it and gave it to him. I threw the shirt on and I get down to I start walking, bam. Walking normal, right? I'm trying to act normal, make sure I ain't got blood on my knuckles. I'm taking spit, trying to wipe the blood off my knuckles. And I get down to the bottom tier. And then when I get down there to the bottom tier, I see Tweet from Swans in the peel line, and I tell him like, yeah, I had to get on the homie. I tell the homie Biscuit from Swans. I tell a gang of the homies that's there, like, look, I had to let them know so it don't turn into something else. Like, I mean, you dogged the homie.
Yes, that's exactly what you did. According to what you just said, you dogged the homie. Okay? And you did a whole bunch of questionable lying, you know, talking about the homie said this. I don't believe you. And I'm pretty sure other homies, after what you just said, are not going to believe you either. You know, your stories are filled with contradictions. One breath you say one thing, and then you say something contradictory to what you just said. Like the homies buying you the fucking TV. And then in other situations, you say that the homies gave you the TV, and it was a floater that was been floating around through the prison who knows how long. So, yeah, blood, yo ass, I don't believe you. I don't believe shit that you're saying. So, when you telling homie something, none of that stuff means nothing. What means something is that you did what you did to a homie. A verified homie. So all them LA Bloods who you trying to politic after the fact that you supposedly did something that they don't even know. They probably don't even know you even had a problem with this nigga. So like you said, you are not supposed to do that type of shit. Max out a homie or pack out a homie like that without the rest of the homies already giving you the green light to do that. You didn't get the green light to do that. So why ain't you, sliced up into a million pieces after you violated what you already had knowledge of, engagement before you engaged? So you violated the rules of engagement. You violated the rules. Violated the prison rules, nigga. According to you, the rules that you just gave us, you violated those. And only until you come out of this bullshit fit of rage, you know, you don't go over to the Zilla niggas and go, hey, I just got down on the homie. You don't say shit to them, but you go and find some swans that you favor so that you can, you know, run down this bullshit ass, you know, actions that you just took against a reputable homie. Okay? Let's go.
Like, nah, I had to tell them what happened and what went down. And they was like, all right, for sure. So they knew I told the homie Loco from VNs. I told all the homies on the yard. So bam. Well, it got around to all the...
Yeah, I'm about to say, you didn't tell all the homies on the yard. Because if you told all the homies on the yard, blood, they would have fucked you up. Look here. Like, say if you got into one of them Zilla niggas. One of the Zilla niggas was in there. You did what you did to the Zilla niggas. You think them Zilla niggas is gonna give you the fucking sweater and them Zilla niggas is gonna fucking look out for you? And they supposed to be bloods too. So if you did some shit to another homie, blood, if you did some shit to them Zilla niggas would have came after your ass like Voltron. They would have got your ass up out the way. I know a little something about them Zilla niggas. And they seem to stick together. That's why they ain't politicking and mingling with you hook ass niggas in LA. They go on politic with themselves and exclude you niggas. Them niggas, they are at the same location, but they ain't in your politics. They say fuck y'all politics. Ain't that about a bitch? They bloods, but they ain't in blood politics. They in fucking Sacramento politics. Ain't that some shit? On Blood Gang. Listen, blood. Let's go, blood. Yeah, if you did that shit to them Zilla niggas, you had to deal with every last one of them. But because you did it to the soft ass LA blood car, and these bitch ass niggas is obviously scared of your big, goofy, beef, meathead ass. The fuck, blood.
So bam, after that, I end up, bam. Eventually, the homie wouldn't come out his cell for 2 weeks because his eyes was split bad. He had to put coffee in his eyes and keep his eyes closed. So I went down there to check on him because I didn't see him coming out of his cell. Sally, the dude I was supposed to move in with, told me, he's like, man, that nigga fucked up bad. He don't want to come out. You know what I'm saying? So I went down there and gave the homie some food. Was told him, man, I really didn't want to get down with him, man, but he forced me.
So did y'all hear this? 2 weeks after this alleged, assault, you tried to kill the homie. The homie kept it solid, then gave you up to the pigs. Blood kept it solid, didn't give you up, didn't rat on you. You know what's supposed to happen for homies like that? They supposed to get your big ass. In return, they supposed to chop your ass up like fucking Vienna sausage, blood. You supposed to get chopped up to pieces, blood. Fuck is you still on deck? You still on the yard? Them lobsters in LA let you stay in the yard despite you violating prison politics. You know, you doing what the fuck you want to do, and the LA Bloods did nothing to you after that, is what you're claiming. And now you're on the street, you know, not naming the homie, but you name his set. You said you did this to a nigga from Mob PIRU. Now, I'm pretty sure the niggas from Mob PIRU is going to hear your dumbass story and go, what? Nigga, fuck IF and everybody from over there. Until we get Popeye, fuck all y'all. And hey, look here, we going to do your homies like you did the homie. Like Popeye even insinuating he did the homie. We going to matter of fact, we going to find the first IF nigga slipping, and we going to do his ass dirty. We going to do his ass fucked off. We going to fuck his fucking... Matter of fact, they did one of ours, we going to get 5 of theirs. Fuck it. We about to up the skull, nigga. Yeah. Like, what if one of your homies get beat the fuck up, beat to death in prison or on the streets over this? Over your dumbass story, Popeye. Just because you want some clout on motherfucking... and this ain't even a war between IFG and Mob PIRU. This is some bullshit between you and a nigga from over there. It's just two niggas. Y'all little feud could sprawl out into the Mob PIRU niggas saying fuck the entirety of IF for this. Not only just Mob PIRU, but other bloods too. Like bloods that are, you know, not opposed to IF or Mob PIRU having an issue with IF and seeing the dirty politics that IF is involved in and the claims made by the dirty members of IF publicly, blood. You think that this won't blow back on IF? And you ain't even from IF no more. You was a dropout, but you wasn't a dropout when you fucking did what you claiming that you did. You didn't say, hey, I was a dropout. Even though you're a dropout when you got out, so you might as well not be nothing in there. You know, y'all see what I'm saying? Like he dropped out as soon as he got out, y'all. So he used the homies for protection and for provisions in the prison, but soon it was no longer a benefit to him, he drops out. See what I'm saying? But now he's online popping it as if he's still an active homie, blood, politicking and doing all this type of shit, trying to clout chase off of IF, blood, but you a dropout. You not an IF member. You're not a retiree, blood. You are a dropout. You are a dropout and a goofy and a groupie.
My hand, but look, are you still gonna do that bad move? I know that's messed up, but just forgive me, bro, because really I was trying to be cool.
So this nigga went down to the homie cell, blood. A homie that was solid, who didn't tell, didn't rat, didn't fuck off his date like he claimed. Like, blood, you said that this nigga said he was gonna fuck off your date. So if he's gonna fuck off your date, why didn't he tell? I gotta take this phone call, so I'm gonna let that rest. I'm out.